what's going on, everybody? Cody here with another episode of Everybody's Top 3. I am joined today with my co-host, Kristen.
What's up?
And Brad is also with us today.
What's up, dudes?
Today, we are going to do Top 3 Lyricists. Kristen, how would you like to start us off with your number 3?
I guess. Okay.
I guess.
So my numbers...
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not
like
confident.
we could-
We're not. It's not like we're not here to do that.
We
you
could
know?
like not include you and just say, you know what, leave. If this
Shut
is
up.
such a burden to you,
I was just joking. Take jokes. Okay, so I did Kendrick Lamar.
interesting choice.
He's the one that I don't have like a specific lyric for, but like the way he does his lyrics with his music, like he's really talented in that way. Like he has this song called "Sing About Me." And it's literally like from three people's perspectives. Like he like changes the tempo and how he talk. It's like weird, and he's really good at it. He has a song on GTA 5.
I don't really ever listen to the radios.
Yeah, I
on
have
GTA.
no idea who Kendrick Lamar is.
Really?
Period. I mean, I know I've heard the name before.
He's
I know
like-
he's like a rapper or like an R&B singer or
Pop
something.
singer?
That Drink. He's a rapper. That Drink song, like
What's one of his most popular songs?
I think it's called. I don't know. I'm
You
not like
like-
his biggest fan, but he's
I'm gonna
very
hit
good.
you.
Please do.
He's one of my favorite songwriter lyricists.
No, he's
I don't
really
know
good at
anything
lyrics.
about him.
So hear me out. So I listen to metal pretty much 95% of the time,
That's
and
why-
that's for instrumental
Like that's
purposes.
where it started for like where I was like, wow, what? You're not
That's why it's
picking
my number.
something
That's why it's
metal?
my number 3 because it's not as important to me.
Mm.
But-
Did you find a song?
But it's still in that top 3 though.
I'm getting there. So, anyways, Kendrick Lamar has that like Drink song on fucking.
So we're gonna ask you
Yeah, hold
for
on.
the audience and people watching.
Please chill.
Please-
if you know a Kendrick
sing-
Lamar song, let us know.
No, just chill.
Please sing his popular song. Right now.
Humble was very popular and
How's it
Snoop,
go?
but I know you guys don't know that song, so I'm trying to-
How does the
I
song
don't
go
rap.
that was played on the radio all the time? Which radio?
I'm gonna play you the one
which
that's
song was
on
on-
GTA 5. Hold.
I don't want to hear that. I want you to sing it.
Oh, I'm not rapping for you guys today. I'm sorry.
All right, Kendrick Lamar.
Money Trees is
one
popular.
of your biggest
for sure.
fans, but she doesn't know anything about you.
I never
What
said.
up?
I said he was a good lyricist. That's what we're doing,
Okay.
bitch. Anyways,
And what a lyric?
Sing About Me. Swimming Pools is what's on GTA 5. But I'm not going to play it because don't you get in trouble for that for YouTube playing people's music?
I don't know.
You do. Like
I mean,
you get,
there's like a
You get a copyright strike.
yeah.
yeah,
If
something
somebody
like
complains
that.
about
But Swimming Pools is what's on, and you would know it if I played
Just
it.
sing it, dude.
No, I really.
Just be like,
No. I'm not doing that.
I don't really know it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not. Yeah, nothing
So
you said is
anyways,
helpful.
the
for me.
reason why I like Ken. Okay, I'm just gonna play it.
Give me a lyric. No, don't play
I'm
it.
playing
Give me
Tell
a
us the
lyric.
reason why you like Kendrick Lamar.
He's good. I said
Why'd
it
you
in
pick
the
Kendrick
very
Lamar?
beginning. Like the way he mixes his like lyrics with like his music and how
stories?
like his stories and stuff. Yeah, that's a good word.
Are they relatable or just really good
To
storytelling?
him, like he's good at it. He's like talented with the music
Is
and
it-
lyrics.
Is it one of those like I felt that?
Kinda. He's just really talented person as a rapper.
I'm
I
not
don't like
doubting
rap.
that.
I don't like hip hop or rap that much. And he's just one. Like I have his vinyl for my
I
record
mean,
player and
I
stuff.
don't either, but there's a lot of good lyricists in that game, so
Yeah, and he's one of
I
them.
get it.
Yeah, there was a few. I didn't put any rap on my list, but there was definitely some that could have gone on there.
Well, so like I didn't want to do all metal, but I also didn't want to do all depressing bands either, because most of
Right.
the time I like them because of them. Like it's
Feeling,
related, yeah.
feeling lyrics.
So I just try to find a third one that wasn't like that. So that's why Kendrick Lamar is here. I'm not your biggest fan. I'm not.
I put you on my list, but fuck you.
Yeah, kind of. But like,
Sponsorship would be great.
yeah, thanks. But
I don't think musicians give out sponsorships.
I mean, they have money. They can do whatever they want.
yeah. So Kendrick Lamar is talented, and y'all should listen to him if you haven't.
I
Listen
mean,
to Swimming
I
Pools. If
probably
you play
won't
GTA
listen
5,
to him,
you
but
know.
I'll look up some lyrics.
Okay, do it. Honestly,
Just because I don't.
you should
care
listen
for-
to "Sing About Me" because that is a good song. Like he
All
puts
right.
a lot.
All
into
right,
that.
I'll give it.
I'll
I'll
send
give
it
it a
to you.
shot.
Yeah,
I
I'll check
will.
it out.
It's
I'll
really
check
good.
it out.
What's your number
just
3,
send me the
Brad?
link. My number 3. So I want to start off by saying that I put one feeling song on my list, and then the other two, like favorite lyric wise, it's just because they're so brutal, and I like brutal lyrics, but this My number 3 is Jeremy McKinnon from A Day to Remember, vocalist of A Day to Remember.
Okay.
And one of my favorite lyrics from him is, have you heard the song Heartless?
Yeah.
Of course.
At the end of that song, he says, do the world a favor and stop cutting your arms and slit your throat. It's fucking awesome.
I really liked You Should Have Killed Me When You Had the Chance.
Yeah.
No, I walked into your house this morning. I
Yes.
grabbed the gun from our end table. I like that song a lot. It's one of my favorite lyrics of theirs.
I mostly listen to Homesick by them. To be
That
honest.
album
Yeah.
or that song?
All of the album.
It's a good album.
It's a good album.
I liked there's like those 3 CDs. There's 3 albums that they had in a row that were really fucking good. Homesick, and then from Homesick
For Those
to
Who
Common
Have
Courtesy. For Those Who Have Heart. Yep, that was the other
That
one.
was a good one. That was For Those Who Have Heart. Then came Homesick. Then came, I think it was What Separates Me From You, with
Okay,
like
so I
Second
forgot about
Sucks
that
and
And Now They
You
Suck.
Be Sonic, I'll Be Tails, and
Now they're bad.
Common Courtesy was after that, I believe.
Yeah, so
And
those
that
are the-
was decent.
Yeah, those are the 3 that I liked then. Homesick, For Those Who Have Heart, and Common Courtesy. I liked all those albums. I thought they were all fucking great.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, man, he's so good at like songwriting. Like, so Second Sucks. That song is about they're responding to 4 Years Strong, because 4 Years Strong wrote a song about A Day to Remember.
I didn't know that.
This and that.
Me
So
either.
Second Sucks. So 4 Years Strong and A Day to Remember went on tour, and 4 Years, I think 4 Years Strong was supposed to be headlining, but as the tour went on, A Day to Remember just grew in popularity really fast. So they wanted to make A Day to Remember the headliner and 4 Years Strong the co. And 4 Years Strong was like, no, fuck that. So they made a song. I can't remember what song they made about A Day to Remember, but it was just talking about them, how they were like, kind of like, you stole this from us, kind of this. And then A Day to Remember wrote Second Sucks. And like in that one breakdown, he says, like he talks about how A Day to Remember kind of popularized like the hardcore breakdown, easycore punk with breakdown stuff. And the breakdown in Second Sucks says, without me, you would not exist. And I was like, wow, what a jab.
You're like, really?
I didn't realize that they had any kind of beef. And I've always thought that A Day to Remember was always more popular than 4 Years Strong.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I never thought it.
That's why
I can't remember a time
feel like-
when.
I feel like-
I mean, if you talk to somebody and they say they like pop punk music, they'll always bring up A Day to Remember. At least in my experience.
Yeah.
And then if you bring up 4 Years Strong, they're like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
You know.
I do know 4 Years Strong, but that's very accurate.
And like, A Day to Remember may have got pissed at that because 4 Years Strong, like in a way, like, would that be kind of egotistical of them, or
That's
What do
just
you mean?
statistically
the fact that they wanted to make A Day to Remember the headlining act for the tour instead of 4 Years Strong? Is like 4 Years Strong going, no, fuck that? Is that...
I wouldn't say it's egotistical. If you start out the tour as the headliner, and then halfway through the tour, your opening band is like, "We want to be the headliner now," I'd be like, "Well, do your own fucking tour then." You know, like I wouldn't consider that an ego thing. I would just be like, when does that ever fucking happen?
I'd
We're in
be
the middle of the
pissed,
tour,
too.
like, hey, the opener's like, hey, let's switch places. Like, no, fuck you. Like, if you wanted to headline your own tour, then you should have headlined your own fucking tour.
See, that's where, like, you gotta, like, think about, like, who put together the tour and this and that. Maybe, like...
And that's the same
if,
thing.
like, the tour managers work together, maybe A Day to Remember headlines the shows that guy booked, and 4 Years Strong headlines the shows that their manager booked.
But still, like,
Something
I don't
like
know.
that.
If I was in that position, I wouldn't be like... I don't know. It seems like you probably wouldn't make as much money. And if
Yeah.
it's like, if the fucking touring company wants to do that, then I would just tell it. I would be like, I'd tell a touring company to fuck off too. Like, why? Like, you started me out as a headliner. If I'm not working as a headliner, then get rid of me and I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah.
At least that's the attitude I would have.
And it's not
anyway.
like 4
Yeah.
Years Strong couldn't go somewhere else, because they still got a pretty good fan base.
Yeah, when I saw them
I
at
like
Warped
them.
Tour, they had a huge crowd, and I saw a lot of people with 4 Years Strong shirts on. And that's why I find it so weird whenever I talk to somebody about pop punk, they don't know who 4 Year Strong is, because the only time I've seen them, the crowd was hyped for them. Like
Right.
It was like everybody there knew who they were, and everybody was there to see them. You know.
Hell yeah, that's cool.
Word.
But yo, what's your number 3? Who is it?
My number 3 is Laura Jane Grace of Against Me.
Nice.
So
No idea. I knew I would know.
I feel like we talked about Against Me before.
I think we have.
that sounds
'Cause
familiar, but
that's
that name doesn't.
Remember we talked about the lead singer that is transgender?
Oh yeah, okay. I
This
know what you're
is-
talking
Yeah,
about.
that's
Okay.
Laura
That's-
Jane Grace.
Yes.
But I've listened to them for like a really long time, and they've got. I didn't write down the lyrics to all of the songs that I enjoy, because there was a couple of songs. The songs "Thrash Unreal" and "Those Anarcho Punks Are Mysterious." I didn't write down lyrics to that because I like all of them. And I was like
Yeah.
going through the lyrics, and I was like, I can't pick one because they all kind of flow together. Because
Right.
"Thrash Unreal" is a story, like he's telling. I should say she, I guess, but he was a he at the time.
Yes.
But she's telling like the story of a heroin addict woman growing old, addicted to heroin, basically. And it's just the way that he writes the story is really, really, it's just good. He just does a really good job of telling this woman's story, or just telling the story of any like drug addict,
Yeah.
basically. You know?
I saw them with Green Day, and as I mentioned before, and they were pretty awesome.
Word.
They were pretty sick, and a lot of people were into them. Like, a lot of people, they're like kind of like 4 Year Strong. A lot of people don't really know who they are if you mention them.
They were
But-
underground for a really long time.
But we were in Pittsburgh when we saw Green Day and them, and people were fucking stoked on them,
Yeah.
and they were awesome.
They do. I mean, so I wrote down lyrics from the song "Reinventing Axl Rose," and there's a lot of lyrics here, so it's gonna take me.
Let's
a second.
go.
It says, "We want a band that plays loud and hard every night, that doesn't care how many people are counted at the door, that would travel 1 million miles and ask for nothing more than a plate of food and place to rest. They'd strike chords that cut like a knife. It would mean so much more than t-shirts or a ticket stub. They'd stop at nothing short of a massacre. And everyone would leave with the memory that there's no place else in the world, and this is where they always belonged."
Hell, that's pretty awesome.
Word.
And that's
So
from
it
the
sounds
first
like
album.
sounds like they're talking about how they just want to play and have fun.
Yeah, it's like an anti-sellout song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Axl Rose is the complete opposite of what the song's about, because he's one of the guys that was like only brown M&Ms or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like picky as fuck
Well,
with
okay,
things.
so, working in that industry, you know what I learned about that whole thing? They don't it's portrayed as them being like assholes, but the reason why they ask for crazy shit like that is because it's mostly their managers, even though they end up they get that ego and they end up following it to a T, but they put crazy shit like "we want 1,000 green M&Ms" and shit like that because they want proof that the venue read their rider.
Oh.
Because following the rider is part of the contract. So if the venue doesn't read the rider and doesn't do what the rider tells them to do, then they can call it a breach of contract and probably get asked for less money.
Word.
Or ask for more money.
Yeah.
Or,
That makes
what I mean.
sense.
Ask for some of their money back or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's where that whole thing came from. That's why they ask for crazy shit in the rider. Because if they don't get that crazy shit, or at least if nobody brings it up, then they're like, "Oh, well, you didn't read our rider. You breached contract."
So we're not gonna pay you, or we're only gonna pay you this.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Word.
That's interesting. I never knew that.
Me either.
That's pretty sweet.
But that's where that whole thing came from.
Thanks for that information.
then,
I still think Axl Rose is a fuckwad.
Yeah, but there's plenty of reasons for him to be a fuckwad. Really, at the end of the day, if you really are making a big deal out of something crazy that's in your rider, you are just kind of a dick. But
I get their tactic though.
all right, what's your number 2, Kristen?
All right. The lead singer of
Please
North.
tell me you know a song.
Yep. This is like one of my favorite bands. Okay, so I did Marcus Bridge from North Lane. It's their
Okay.
lead singer, screamer dude.
It's my turn to not know anybody that you bring up.
No, you know the first one.
I've heard the name.
So pretty much all of his music is like he's a new singer, screamer. They had an old one, I forget his name. But with the old singer, they had Quantum Flux, which is a good song. But all their new music is pretty dope. My favorite song's 4D. And pretty much he has like daddy issues. Like He
Is that
grew
what
up.
most of their songs are about?
Yeah.
You make him seem like such a faggot the way he just did that.
No, but
He
like
has daddy issues.
his dad was like.
He's
His dad died. His
prick.
dad died from a heroin overdose. So most of his songs are about like growing up in like a broken home.
Okay.
So then like it's relatable. Not so much that my parents were addicts, but just like shitty home life. So one of his lyrics is searching for gold in a broken home, drawing blood from a stone. I have no nothing, no silver lining, just the guilt of surviving. And that's one of my favorite quotes from that song. But they have like Bloodline, which is about that, like trying to break the bad bloodline, whatever, you know, like being better
Yeah.
than your parents.
Is
So, well,
he? I mean, he's got a cool
pretty
music
popular
career, I
band,
guess. So
yeah.
that's pretty cool.
they're from
Yeah, but that
Australia.
usually means he's probably on heroin.
I mean, they're from Australia.
Apple doesn't usually fall too far from the tree, and if he's a famous songwriter, how many of
Well-
them are on dope?
Well, so recently I came to the realization that most bands I like are from Australia.
That's pretty cool.
Like
Foreign bands.
Thornhill, North Lane, Era. They're all from
Are they?
Yeah, they're all
Well,
from
everybody that I picked is American because I'm not a fucking communist.
I hate you so much. Anyway, so North Lane's pretty dope, and they just came out with an acoustic album. This is out, basically. And it's pretty like it's so good. They're so good. They're like Era though, like Prague. I don't know if you'd like them. I think
yeah.
you'd like North Lane more than Era. Maybe not.
I don't know.
I haven't really fucked with too much prog rock.
It's my favorite by far. But North Lane's pretty good. I like put a lot of their music on my Insta stories a lot.
You send me links.
I
here
love
and there.
them. I love them a lot. But yeah, like the whole album. But he's new, so their old stuff's more probably uplifting. Like Quantum Flux is like screaming about being happy, where like all the new music's like,
I'm so happy.
yeah, it's like, can't you see the joy of life is right before your eyes?
I hope
yeah.
that those are like actual lyrics.
Well, he screams.
I mean, I've written some songs in my day, dude. I could write a song.
The first singer, the Quantum Flux, says, "Can't you see the joy of life is right before your eyes?" And like shit like that, like throughout the whole. But he screams and he sounds angry, but it's just like an uplifting song. But now it's more like sad about your like upbringing.
Isn't that kind of where it always goes with music? It starts out kind of uplifting,
Yeah.
and eventually they just get depressed. Makes you wonder if being a rock star is really all that great.
It's well, I mean,
If you think, I mean, A Day to Remember, like their later out, especially like Common Courtesy and like their albums
Definitely
before. I haven't
Common
listened to any of the
Courtesy.
newest stuff. It's all stuff about how much it sucks being on the road. You know what
yeah,
I mean? It's
not
like
seeing, yeah. I mean, dude, they had songs like that, and for those who have heart,
I guess
way
that's
back
true.
in those days.
I feel like Common Courtesy
Yeah.
though was all that though. Like the entire album was just songs about how
but
much they
like
hated being
for
on
those
the road.
for those who have heart was more like, we're always on the road doing this with our friends. This is awesome. And then as the albums went on, it was kind of like, man, I'm fucking tired. I'm ready.
My friends quit.
Yeah, ready to stop
What
this
album
shit.
It's
is
just me and a bunch of stagehands back here. They're all just getting high.
what album has "Start the Shooting" on it? I think the cover's like the Hourglass. The guy.
That's what separates me from you.
I love that song, "Start the Shooting." It's on the album.
How's it go? Sing it.
No, I don't want to sing it. But you'd know it if you heard it. I think it's one of the popular ones on
I think
there.
he does know it. I think
I
he was
do.
trying to
A
test
Day to
you.
Remember is one of my favorite bands. So.
Yeah, I love that song.
He's trying to prove that you're not an actual fan.
I just don't want to sing it.
No, I don't really memorize songs that well, but
Yeah.
if I hear them, be like, oh yeah, dude,
That's
this song
me.
is awesome.
That's Kendrick Lamar.
like
and Maya's
there was a
relationship.
point in life where I just stopped caring about what songs were called.
Same. So also a lot of the music that's older that I listen to now was literally all burnt CDs from my sister. So I didn't know names. It'd be like track 1, track 2, you know what I
Right.
mean? So like that's how I found System, and for like their old albums, I don't know what album or like names of songs.
See,
I
that
just know
System
them.
was the days where I actually did like pay attention to song titles.
Limp
and stuff.
Bizkit, same thing.
And
Although
albums and all that.
Yeah.
yeah, well, yeah, no. When the first album I got was Evanescence and Breaking Ben, like at the same time from Kmart. Those were like the first ones I bought
Fucking
myself.
Kmart coming in clutch.
Because they had swear words in
Sucks
there.
you guys went out of business. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They
why.
actually sold the parental advisory
That's
CDs.
the only time my older sister and I would force our mom to go to Kmart.
Yeah,
So we
same
could
when
get
Chad and I were younger. Bought Slipknot's first self-titled album one time, and we're like, we gotta go to Kmart because Walmart has an edited version. An edited version of Slipknot's first album fucking sucks.
Edited versions of
Beep,
any album
beep,
fucking
beep,
blows,
beep.
dude. I
Yeah.
don't fucking want to hear any of that shit. Like, I want to
Yeah.
actually hear the fucking song.
I wonder if Targets are.
I don't know. I don't. Who buys CDs anymore?
That's so true. That's a fucking good
Yeah,
point.
You know who's unedited?
That's,
Spotify.
I don't even think.
Which
No, that's
actually, that's
weird.
something I wrote down at the top of my thing.
Yo.
Spotify needs to put lyrics in their
Dude,
fucking.
I feel old.
Walmart and when Kmart was a thing, or Target, I should say Target. Walmart and Target don't even sell CDs.
This
dude.
is the first.
They
kind
sell
of
DVDs.
first
I don't
realization
think they
that I'm
sell
like,
CDs.
Well, I'm sure they still
old.
sell CDs.
There maybe a couple, but not a lot. Like not like they used to.
I literally remember spending all my time in Kmart at the CD place while my mom went shop because
Right.
and then now life's weird.
I used to
You
go
get
through
old.
a FYE and just listen to like
Yeah.
30 seconds of a song.
Yeah.
They had those little stations.
Yeah,
You
they
scan
still
it and
have
you can listen
those.
to 'em.
They still do it, but like
FYE,
Ooh.
they're gonna be a store that's gonna go out.
that makes me. They have all
They're
pop
just
culture
gonna become
shit.
another.
I love that
They'll
place.
just become another hot topic and only sell DVDs.
They
Like
are
they'll have
all-
shirts and bags and like all the accessories and all that attire wear, but all the CDs will be gone.
Yeah, as I say, they have like they sell already are selling probably more posters and like those Funko
Yeah.
Pops and shit
Yep.
like that.
But they're such and they've been having like snack crate boxes, but they're usually Japanese ones. Like they like have all that stuff. Like I love FYE.
I haven't been to the mall in a while because
COVID.
yeah, and
Then
even
it just
before
sucks.
COVID, it was sad.
No, I like it's way more busy now. You'd be shocked every time I go there. I get frustrated because I go and expect like no one, so I can go right to what I fucking
only
need.
stores I'd go to there is Hot Topic and Spencer's.
I have no desire to go to Hot Topic anymore either. Like
I go in there to check it
Because
out.
that's your vibe.
The last time I
That's
bought
his
some,
vibe. He goes
the
in,
last-
he's like, I belong
the last
here.
time I
I'm
bought
home.
the last time I bought something from Hot Topic, it's been it's been a while.
Yeah, okay.
But
everything
I
I
mean,
can
the
buy
last
this shit
time
on the internet. Like I would
Yeah,
go there for clothes
yeah.
when I was in high school, but I'll just buy shit on the
Spencer's.
internet.
well, like if I go out
Facts.
shop, if I happen to go out shop, like we go shopping, I'm gonna go to a store that might have something that I'd want instead of stores I know it's not gonna have anything I want.
Spencer's has gauges. That's why I go there.
And that's like the last time I went to Hot Topics because I bought some new lip rings
Yeah.
or gauges or something.
Christmas time, I'll go shopping at like everywhere, but
Yeah,
that's about
I mean,
it.
I usually just go like Walmart, Target, Best Buy.
Online. Honestly, this
I
last Christmas
mean,
I shopped so
it's
much
just
online.
Amazon now.
Yeah.
What's your number 2, Brad?
Well, okay. My number 2 is I
He's
feel
about
like
to pass out or something.
yeah. I was looking at
I was
looking at my
scared.
notes.
Oh my god.
You guys probably saw this one coming, and this one I said if Chad did join us today, it would have been the same. But Corey Taylor
Yeah, I knew
from
it.
Slipknot.
I was gonna guess it earlier, but okay.
I'm gonna tell. I have one of my favorite lyrics now because I said I was into brutal lyrics, and this is a popular lyric that people like.
Can I guess
Yes,
that?
guess it.
I'm gonna slit your throat
Yes.
and fuck the wound.
There it is. There it is. He got it. That is That is one of my favorite lyrics.
Cody, is this
But-
your number one or
but-
something?
No.
But
Oh.
I will
No, I
say
just know that lyric because it's,
I will
it's
say-
so funny. It's such a funny thing to say.
It
I'm gonna
is.
slit your throat and fuck the wound.
It's so-
I don't
it's
even
so
like
brutal,
look at that as
though.
being brutal. I just think it's hilarious.
so brutal.
It's a funny thing.
If
to
that
say.
happened in a movie though, that'd be
Yeah,
kinda,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
maybe a little
dude,
fucked up.
I could picture
I'd
like
probably
Freddy Krueger
laugh.
doing something like that, dude.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger's the funny one.
Cody, serial killers, we're gonna have to do next.
All right.
Just saying, because I've been watching them a lot lately.
Jesus.
Go on,
But
Corey Taylor.
yeah.
Now he sucks. His new song that's what is
Especially,
the
especially as a lyricist, he's not even a good lyricist anymore.
Well, it's
I
like
watched that and
typical
it threw
dad rock
up.
now. He's just like, yeah.
no, dude. Oh,
no
it's
more
so
slitting
bad.
throats and fucking wounds.
No, dude, it's more like he has a song like about himself.
Was it called?
the
that
whole album's
CM
called
CMF.
CMF.
I don't know.
It's Corey motherfucking
Yeah,
Taylor.
yeah.
Like it's the I don't know. It's stupid.
It is. It's so terrible.
That was an awful music video too.
It's,
But this is
it's
about
Nickelback,
why you like
with
him.
Corey Taylor.
So this one's about why you like him. So let's talk about that. So
I mean, all the stuff I like is from back,
Yeah.
like in their self-titled days, Iowa,
The
Subliminal
last-
Verses.
the last album was good though. We like
No,
that
the last
concert
album
was dope.
good. Yeah,
But also like COVID happened. It kind of just like it went away.
yeah.
Because I listened to that often. Then you heard nothing about that or anything after
What, his album?
his last one. Yeah.
Apparently, they're working on a new album.
He released it though, didn't he? He did just release an album, right? The CMFT.
Oh yeah, Corey Taylor.
Oh, but
did,
Slipknot.
Yeah.
Slipknot.
Slipknot,
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were still talking about
No,
Corey Taylor.
Corey Taylor.
Ew.
He's like gonna go.
I'll buy it to
He's
burn
gonna go
it.
on. He's gonna go on tour soon, and a lot of his shows are sold out.
I heard it was so his wife can dance. Some for his wife is why he's doing the self-tie. So she could dance because she's
Like
He
what
in.
Rob
can't
Zombie
dance
did.
to his music.
Yeah. Kinda. Because she can't dance to Slipknot. So this was more for like a couples thing.
I would never.
Fuck that.
I'm sorry, babe. I would
like-
never do that for you.
That I will never.
I will never
do
write a
that.
song that you could dance to.
No,
I'll
the
write a song
album.
for you, but I'm not gonna write a song that you can dance to. That's not my style. I mean, you could dance to pop punk because that's what it'd be, right?
Yeah.
I mean, jumping up and down at least,
Are you
moshing.
talking about what you would write, or are you talking about
Yeah.
what Corey Taylor wrote? Because I wouldn't call that.
No,
pop
if
punk.
I no, if I wrote a song for my wife, it would probably be in the style of pop punk.
I guess.
You can
Okay.
dance to that.
Yeah.
I feel like Missy wouldn't dance to that though.
No, I don't think she would like dance. Period.
Okay,
'cause-
so like you don't have to worry about that. So like it's okay.
But yeah, Corey Taylor. That's a stupid reasoning to write shitty music.
Yeah, I read that or someone told me that, and I'm like, you
Why
know
do we
what?
end up?
That
Why do
makes
we end
fucking
up
sense.
talking shit about
Corey
our favorite
Taylor.
lyricist?
I know. Well, I
We've done it a couple times now.
I stopped it the first time, but we went back. So I'm like,
I guess, like, I don't know. It's just
It's
upsetting.
because your second favorite
It's so
lyricist is a
brutal.
failure now.
a sellout.
He's not
bitch.
really failing though. He's
Yeah, I
just
guess
making
failure's the
shitty
wrong word.
music.
Honestly, A Day to Remember sold out too, and they're fucking shitty now. They have
Yeah.
songs
Oh
with
my god, have you heard their new album yet?
I've heard like 8 songs.
Ugh. It's not good. Here we go. Third favorite lyricist. We're
Hey,
gonna talk
I
shit about.
didn't. I didn't even genuinely like my third one. So
No, I mean I like Corey Taylor too. Just
Yeah.
I can now say that I don't like all of his lyrics. Before I could say I love all of his lyrics.
Yeah.
But now how about we say Corey Taylor and Slipknot? I
Yeah.
like all of their lyrics, but Corey Taylor by himself,
Solo
I don't like
career.
those
No, solo
those
career.
ones.
Yeah.
But I love you, Slipknot.
All right.
Oh,
My number 2, we've already talked about. It's Alan Day and Dan O'Connor from 4 Year Strong.
oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Word.
they're
I
my
didn't
number
know
2.
their names.
Yeah. I picked them not just because of like lyrical content. I think that there's no other band out there that like I guess duet is the way you can put it.
Yeah.
That like duets
you
the
could,
way
you
that
could
they
totally
do.
say that.
Oh man.
You know,
I
like the
feel
way
you.
that they jump, like there's nobody else that I think does it as successfully
Like
or makes
harmonize?
it sound as good. Not even harmonize. They like jump back and forth.
Oh, okay.
Like one person will do a couple lines, and
The
the
last-
next one will
the
do a
last
line,
band
and they'll
to
go back
do-
and forth
That's
like
duetting.
that.
The last band to do something good like that was Sum 41.
Yeah, but they did it for one song,
Couple.
a couple
few.
songs. But
I think that-
fucking
Before you're
For Your
strong,
Strong, it's
they're-
every
yeah.
single song.
Yeah, dude.
And it's not like a set structure where like one does the verse and then one does the
Yeah,
chorus and then one does
sometimes
the chorus.
it's like every other line. Sometimes it's every 4 lines.
Sometimes one guy will get a few lines, and
Yeah.
then one will only get one, and then the other like they just jump. The way that they like not harmonize, the way that they like their melodies, their vocal melodies back and forth I think are
They
just
work
like
really
next
good
level.
together.
Mhm. And they're I guess that is kind of harmonization because their voices are really similar.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to tell which one's singing. One of them's a little bit softer than the other, but they sound so much alike. Sometimes it's hard to tell if they're even going back and forth. But
Yeah,
they
I
always
feel that.
are. They're always jumping back and
Yeah,
forth with
dude.
their lyrics.
Do you listen to them at
yeah, I
all?
have some of their songs on my phone.
They're. I
What's a
definitely-
popular one? I feel like it's on my
Oh
phone.
man,
I wrote a couple of the lyrics down.
Word.
From their song "It Must Really Suck to Be 4 Year Strong" right now. I wrote a tiny spark to set it off. I'll explode, ignite the dark, illuminate the unknown. Since your head's in the clouds, the best advice I found is don't look down.
Word.
Nice.
And then the other one I wrote was from What the Hell is a Gigawatt? And it's, I'm not going to make it. Tonight's not good for me, it's true, but not for the reasons you might think. I've just got better things to do.
Wow, that's like your motto. Perfect song
I like
Cody.
what song is it? What song is it where they shout I can say that alone I could barely light a match, but together we can burn this place down. What song is that?
They have such weird names
I
to
know,
their songs.
dude.
I couldn't
I
tell you
know.
the name of it. I could tell you some of my favorite names of their songs. Flannel is the color of my energy.
Yo,
is a great name
Wasting
of a
Time
song.
is a good song. That song's one of my faves.
I'm trying to think how that goes.
I'm not singing it, so don't.
Wasting time. Yeah, okay, I got
All
it.
along
That
you've
is a
just
good
been
song. Hell yeah.
wasting mine.
I fucking love that song.
They're a band
I go
that
hard in
they-
my car at that
They're
song.
a good band, man.
They haven't really released anything that I've hated. Like everything that they've ever
True.
released, I will listen to literally every album from beginning to end. I like all of the fucking songs.
Yo, I'm
I
gonna get
think
hype
they-
on the way home. Listen to Waste Time. I'm gonna do
What's
it.
your favorite album?
That's
If you
tough,
had to
too.
pick.
Probably Enemy of the World, but it's really close to Rise or Die Trying, because Rise or Die Trying is a really fucking great album too.
I like my favorite is it? Oh man, the shape. Something about a shape.
Any way, shape, or form.
Yes.
Something about it.
Yeah, I knew the word shape was in it.
That's all I
That's
needed
It's
to
the
hear.
one with like Stuck in the Middle and
Which is a great song.
Yeah.
Just Drive. That's
Just
Just,
Drive,
Drive is
yep.
the only song that, at least that I know that they've done, that they do. Only one of them sings the verse. They go back and forth on the chorus, but it's straight up. They do one line, like they go back and forth line for line in the chorus,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other one does the second verse. Like that's the only time where
That's
they
cool.
don't just like jump back and forth randomly like they always do. Which is, I still
Word.
love the song. Though.
Yeah, the song
it's
is
a
great.
Fucking great song. All their albums, like it would be literally hard for me to truly pick my favorite album of theirs because it really depends on my mood.
I feel like I
yeah.
could
Oh
get
yeah,
into a
dude, I
more.
totally feel that.
And they even released a country album that's not bad. And it's
What?
Wow, now
They
you
I
called
hate
it-
that one.
they called it some of you will hate this and some of you won't. Or no, some of you will like this and some of you won't.
Well,
Should
it's
I give it
inappropriate.
a listen?
I like it. I mean, it's not full on country, and I think it's like
I never heard of that, so I have to give it a
Remember when
listen.
I
now.
think
Seether
there's
did
like
that?
6 songs and
Yeah, and
like
it sucked.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like 6 songs and like I want to say like 4 of them are songs that they've already did. They just made a different version of it. But it's
Oh shit.
some of them are acoustic and some of them are like really country sounding.
Yo, now I have that song stuck in my head.
Okay,
I'm excited.
I'm gonna check it out.
I like it.
I'm
I think
gonna
it's
check
fine.
it out.
And they just did they just released an album that was all like techno covers of their own songs too. Not like techno, but like I guess industrial fucking.
Yeah, I feel you.
I like that. Like
It's called like Brain Pain Remix because their
What?
last album was Brain Pain.
like Linkin Park's Reanimated type. Like how they like
sort of, yeah,
remixed.
kind of, yeah. It's just like a remix of their songs that they did electronically, you know.
There's a lot of songs in that Reanimated one for Linkin Park I like better than the original. Like
Word.
Without You or With You or whatever. That one's so much better on Reanimated.
All right, what's your number one, Kristen?
System of a Down. Well, Surge.
Serge
Ah,
Tankian.
Yeah. So one of my
I
favorite.
feel it.
Yeah. So
feel
one,
it.
they just talk shit about the government most of the time, which is beautiful, right?
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
very political.
Very. Especially Surge, his Instagram.
Well, I mean, he
He doesn't
grew
post
up-
anything that doesn't have to do with the Armenian genocide.
yeah,
yeah,
he's
like-
very. So one of my favorite lyrics is "My cock is much bigger than yours." No, I'm kidding.
My cock can walk right through the door.
No, I like so it's like a bunch of lyrics in the prison song when they just keep like singing a verse and then they're like stating
Oh, and he
facts.
says all that political
Yeah.
stuff, and like they
Boom is the same way. Where
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
just talking, and then at the chorus is just boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
drug money's used
Yeah.
to rig elections.
I wrote that
and-
down. Yeah, or nearly 2 million Americans are incarcerated in the prison system of the U.S. and shit like that. Like it
They wanna
just,
build a prison.
Yeah, dude.
I love. And
It's-
then the
it's
way
pretty
they
cool.
harmonize is
Oh,
so
they're very unique.
fucking good.
It's very unique.
They
System.
both have incredibly unique voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons I loved System of a Down so much in the beginning. In the beginning. Because I don't like the last 2 songs they released.
Oh, true. But they're not bad though either.
They're not bad.
It's just nothing new.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, I've been listening to this for 20 years, you know.
It's been what, 15, 16 years since you guys done anything
and not only
come back with this.
Are their lyrics beautiful and they harmonize beautiful, but like instrumentally, like all their music's good, I think. Like it's unique most of the time. It's like Ariel's.
The uniqueness of that band is
BYOB, like all those songs like switch between tempos and they like go hard, and I love them. They're literally my favorite band forever.
That's good.
They are.
It's okay. They hate each other though.
Oh, they really do. They're never gonna, yeah. But they like came together recently.
They did.
That's most bands though. That's like the Beatles fucking hated each other.
Well,
too.
apparently,
like,
I think Serge said in the interview that he didn't really want to do System of a Down in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
That's
he wanted to do his own thing.
Well, he's like writing orchestras and shit.
Yeah.
Now.
He thought
like, what he's doing now is what he's wanted to do.
In the interview I think you're talking of, he mentions how System didn't get the point across that he wanted. Like he wanted to do something different. Like he obviously got a lot of points across, but not like the way he wanted, because him and Aldo fought a lot.
It feels like they're singing more about America, but then when you hear him talk, he's more upset with like Azerbaijan and Turkey.
Yes.
You know, it doesn't seem like, if you hear like at least following about Instagram and shit, it doesn't seem like he really has that big of an issue with America. He's more up.
He did just post something about Joe Biden.
Well, he's talking shit. I feel like some of the things
3 months ago when Joe Biden acknowledged the Armenian genocide, he commended him for it. He was like, I'm glad that we finally have a president that's acknowledging the Armenian genocide.
Well, yeah, now he said something not so great.
Yeah.
I forget what it was about.
I mean,
well, he can acknowledge one genocide.
Well,
he's ignoring another. So it's
I think that's what it
was. It's always happening
Mm-hmm.
around the world, man. Places are fucked. We're all fucked.
I like Serge though, like in general. Like I follow him on Instagram and I've watched a lot of his interviews, and like him in general is just like kind of. I like him. Like down to earth.
I could
like
hang
he's
out with him if that's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Smoke a joint or something,
yeah,
Serge.
I'd be
Let's
his friend.
fucking get it, dude.
The other guy kind of scares me. I forget his name. He kind of freaks me out. Yeah. He reminds me of the same energy as the dude in Red Hot Chili Peppers. The fucking guitar player. Like, they're both weird.
You mean the bass player?
Bass, yeah. The
Flea.
bald guy. Like, they're like the same energy. They're fucking weird.
I don't know. Darren's a little more unique.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I just saw an interview with them a long time ago, and they would just give like nonsensical answers to every question that was asked. And like the interviewer was Mistress Julia. She got like pissed off at him, and finally, like at the end of the interview, Darren's just like, "I'm sorry, but if it makes you feel any better, our mothers can't get anything out of us either. Like, this is just who we are. Like, I know that this was a complete waste of time for you, but this is just who we are."
That's funny. Good for them.
Yeah.
All right, what's your number one, Brad?
My number one is I don't know how it's Tim McElrath.
McElrath?
Is that how you pronounce it?
McElrath, I think.
Vocalist of Rise Against.
I had a feeling you were gonna put him on there.
Yes,
he is my all-time favorite lyricist. Everything that guy writes is fucking gold. But I couldn't write like one of my favorite lyrics. It's not really. I mean, obviously it's a lyric, but it's not a line. It's a whole chorus. It's. Life for you's been less than kind, so take a number and stand in line. We've all been sorry, we've all been hurt, but how we survive is what makes us who we are.
Yeah.
Really great line.
I fucking love that line, dude.
I
love that song.
Yeah.
That song pumps me up, man.
I like his I don't know if he wrote it or not, but White Flag Warrior that he did with Flowbots. I'd rather we made our children's martyrs than murderers. I like that line a lot.
Yeah. I'm into it. I went to school with someone who was obsessed with Rise Against.
Good.
Like every shirt.
Rise Against is fucking dope.
They're like Cody
great.
was saying about 4 Years Strong. Rise Against is one of those bands who, me personally, in my opinion, don't think they've ever written a bad song.
You know, Chad said the same thing. He said that one time.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only band that he can listen to.
Yeah, Chad and I talked about it before, and we both had the exact same thing. Those guys.
And unlike, like, everything else that we have been mentioning, they keep releasing songs and albums that are good.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't fallen off at all. Like, they still, just like with 4 Years Strong, even 4 Years Strong releases, like, the country album and that techno shit. Like, they're going kind of out of their comfort zone a little bit more, but, like, Rise Against, like, kind of stays in their lane, and they just, like, they found their niche, and they fucking...
They took off with it.
Yeah, I want to say ram it home, but that feels bad. Take off with it is much better. They, like, found what they're good at, and they're like, this is what we're going to fucking do.
Yeah, dude.
And they do it very well.
I mean, they're a bucket list band that I have not seen yet.
There's
I
only
will see them.
one band that I can listen to regardless is probably Linkin Park or Spirit Box. But Linkin Park's just like a vibe. Like, I feel like there's not really a song I dislike by them.
I mean, I used to really like Linkin Park. I'm not as into them now as what I used to
Same.
be.
Like, I don't go out of my way, but if they play, then I'm like, I know this song and it's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's like on the Meteora and Hybrid Theory,
Yes.
I knew like every song,
Yes.
every word of every song on both of those albums.
Yes.
It was like all I listened to when I was in like 8th grade.
I love Spirit Box too. All of the music.
See, I don't know any of them.
Fucking love them. People have because she sings too, and some people don't like her voice. It's very deep, but she screams too, and she does it all. Like she does like all one run things, like on YouTube, and you can tell it's all one run, like not edited. And she does it sing to scream. She's good at it.
That's cool. It's a tough thing to do.
Yeah,
it's very tough.
She's good at it.
Do you have any other Rise Against lyrics that you wrote down?
Every
just the one?
Every lyric on Siren Song for the Counterculture.
All right, you better start right now because it's going to take you about 20 minutes to get through all of them.
All right, number 1, State of the Union.
All right, my number 1 is Soupy Campbell from the Wonder Years.
No shit.
Yeah, I think that guy...
No idea.
You've never heard the Wonder Years?
Nah.
Oh, they're fucking great. They
Oh. Okay.
Pop punk vibe.
Okay.
But I mean, they're like kind of like that classic pop punk band that a lot of people, when they talk about pop punk, that's who they think of as the Wonder Years, you know. And the dude just has a way of painting a picture with his lyrics that I can't even really describe. Like when you listen to a song, you feel like you're like he'll kind of tell a story or like have a point, and you kind of feel like you're right there with him the whole time. Right. And I just think he's the best at it. And he's somebody that is it's not even just the Wonder Years. I wrote one of his lyrics down in the band. He started this band called Aaron West in the Roaring 20s. I know I've told you about him before, but he had gotten like to a certain point in the Wonder Years where he was like, he felt like, and this happened to him twice in his career. He felt like he couldn't write lyrically like he wanted to, like he wasn't achieving the goals that he wanted to as far as like a lyricist. So he was started this whole band that's just himself, and he created this character called Aaron West, and he just started telling this character's story through the music. It's like an acoustic band, and he just does it. When he tours, it's just him and acoustic guitar, and when he goes up on stage, he pretends to be this character Aaron West, and he just tells this guy's story through song lyrics. And it's like he tells a story about how the dude got married and then had to go through a really rough divorce, and while he was getting divorced, his father died, and it's just him dealing with like the grief of his own father dying and having like it's just all about depression, you know. It's like how to deal with depression.
He should write a boke.
He probably has. I didn't look it up, but he probably has. But that's something.
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna write
He's
a
just
book.
somebody that I've always looked up to because I've known about him in the past, just always wanting to lyrically push himself to the next level, no matter what he's doing.
Yeah. It's pretty
So
cool
that's
that he stays in
basically
character for those live shows.
what I
Yeah,
was
but
trying to
the
say.
thing is, me and Jordan saw him live, and it's a little depressing. You know,
Oh, yeah?
Because the character's
Is
depressed.
it all sad? All of
Well,
it.
that, and when you're talking about Aaron West in the Roaring 20s, pretty much, yeah. It's pretty. He pretty much started the band to deal with the depression that he was feeling at the time.
So it's
that
like
was
his journal or
practically,
diary
yeah.
or something.
But instead of a diary, it's literally it's all
Song,
fake. You know, he's
yeah.
like telling
He's
a
making
story
money
that's
on it.
never fucking. He's telling a story that didn't actually happen. He's like going through all these things that never happened. You know what I mean? And just writing
people
them
can
into
relate.
a song.
People can relate to that shit though.
It's good. It's so.
That's like one of the number one reasons I feel like people like certain songs is how relatable it is. People love to relate to a song to feel like they're not alone or something.
Yeah.
I actually wrote like more lyrics down from him than I did anybody else. I wrote came out swinging. I came out swinging from a South Philly basement caked in stale beer and sweat under half-bled fluorescence. I spent the winter writing songs about getting better, and if I'm being honest, I'm getting there. And then from the same song, I just like this lyric a lot. It's we've been on a steady fast food diet, like we're this generation's Morgan Spurlock, but we won't admit defeat. You know who Morgan Spurlock is?
No.
He's the guy who did Super Size Me.
Okay.
So I'm going to read it
Okay.
again so you have it on a different context. We've been on a steady fast food diet, like we're this generation's Morgan Spurlock, but we won't admit defeat.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes a little bit more sense now that you know who Morgan Spurlock is. But
Super Size Me. He's a cool dude. That
Wasn't
guy.
there like a whole conspiracy behind that shit? Where like somebody debunked him or whatever. And they added a bunch of stuff into the doc.
I watched. He has a new
like,
doc
fear people.
about chicken. He started his own restaurant with chicken that he raised, and he went through what all they like, and they had to keep a lot of things on the DL and stuff about how they treat like farmers that raise the chickens for certain restaurants, but they couldn't name names. But they're treated like shit.
Oh, I'm
Those
sure.
farmers, they are fucked
I'm
over
sure, dude. Corporations,
hard.
they don't give a fuck.
But anyways, go on, Cody.
well, I've got a couple more lyrics from this is a short one from Stained Glass Ceilings, also by the Wonder Years. If these motherfuckers made it to heaven, they burned the bridge when they got across. That was another lyric I wrote down.
Damn, dude.
And then from Aaron West and the Roaring Twenties, from the song "You Ain't No Saint." I know that I'm banged up. I've got bruises I can't place, and I've been coughing up blood. And that was what I wrote down. But yeah, he's just, I think, especially that song in particular, just nobody paints a picture like he does. And I don't think anybody tells a story like he does, in my opinion.
Word.
Especially in
I'll have to listen
pop
to
punk.
it. I'll have to listen to it because I'd probably like it.
See, I feel like with Tim, he gets a lot of, he's very into metaphors, and he knows how to word things to point out issues that's wrong with the world.
I thought about putting him down, but he's so political, I didn't really want to, especially since I already had Laura Jane Grace down, and she's very political too.
Yeah.
You know, especially in the earlier music. The song that I wrote, Those Anarcho-Punks Sure Are Mysterious, I didn't write any of the lyrics down, but it's a really political song.
Yeah.
And a lot, like, White People for Peace is also a really political song. And everything they do. Fucking Baby, I'm an Anarchist is obviously incredibly political, you know? It's like, but I didn't put Tim, it was kind of a between Tim McElrath and Laura Jane Grace, and I chose Laura Jane Grace because I knew you were going to pick Tim McElrath. So I was like, that was what I probably do like her more, but the thing that made my decision was just the fact that I knew you were going to pick him at some point. So
do we have any honorable mentions?
Me.
Dead Prez, since I didn't put
I
any,
hate my lyrics.
No, you have good lyrics.
since I didn't put any hip hop artists down, I'd say Dead Prez is one of my favorite hip hop lyricists.
Word.
Haley Williams is good, especially in her her
Yeah,
Petals
but
of
like,
Armor.
does she write her songs
yeah,
anymore?
she did a whole album, Petals of Armor.
I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't write her songs to begin with.
She did, she did.
Oh, yeah.
I love her.
I just,
Don't you
like
fuck
the
with
minute
her,
she
dude.
got signed, she stopped writing her songs. Or Paramore got signed.
Don't talk to me.
Nah, dude, I like Haley Williams.
fucking
She's
love
probably
her.
she's one of
Don't
my.
whisper on a podcast.
Well, I was more to
Nobody can
him.
hear
It was
it.
more to him.
So she's like one of my favorite female vocalists.
I love her. She's talented as fuck.
Remember when her boobs got leaked?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a great
That was
day.
awesome.
She's hot.
It was a good day.
She's hot. Fucking yeah, but I love her and she's talented and writes good lyrics. I should put her instead. But most of her lyrics I like are sad and depressing.
Right.
So I wanted to
We
be
don't wanna be sad
upbeat
and
a little
depressing.
bit. Kendrick Lamar's are just like he can paint a picture with words too. That's a good way of saying it. Like he tells stories.
Well, and that's the thing about Soupy Campbell is everything he writes is depressing. The dude clearly deals with a lot of depression.
Well,
but
I was
I
trying
also,
not to be depressing.
I kind of like that though. I don't mind listening to depressing music. I listen to it all the fucking time.
I literally have to so metal I choose regardless of my mood, but if I want to be upbeat, I listen to punk rock. Like
Yeah, dude.
um
It's gotta be.
like that one, yeah. regardless. Or 90s pop gets me
I
going
would have
too.
to say
I'm like,
another honorable mention would be Bradley Noel, Sublime.
He crossed my mind too. But sometimes he just says gibberish.
Yeah.
Like sometimes what he's saying doesn't make any fucking sense.
I think Eminem's good.
Eminem's good for
Very good.
hip hop.
Yeah.
I wanted to do
I didn't want to
maybe
say
in the future do a top 3 hip hop lyricists at
I
some
can
point.
do that.
Because I was listening to hip hop all day today.
Noticed.
I don't know
Okay.
if I could do that just because I didn't never
Serial
really have
killers,
listened
though.
to it a whole lot.
I could talk all day
Why
today
are
about
you
the one I
obsessed
just.
with serial killers, dude?
You're like the only person in the world that's not. Like everybody is
Oh,
obsessed with
okay.
serial killers these days.
Dude.
Hey, I'm the oddball.
I would work all day this weekend, come home, stay up till 2 a.m. and watch serial killer doc. Was what I did this weekend. Happy 4th. Woo! I watched people die, man.
You didn't really watch him die. You heard him explain the story, right?
They showed all the pictures they took of the crime scene of
Weird.
them dead. Yeah,
Weird.
Death pictures, yo.
death pictures.
All right, it's hot as balls in here.
It is kinda
so
warm.
let's get
let's
outta
go ahead
here.
and call this one. This was everybody's top 3 lyricists. I hope you guys enjoyed.
There you go.
Peace.
Peace out, guys.